All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to be playing 9 holes with a set of Inesis 100 golf clubs. That's the set. To make a long story short, these clubs were clubs that I recommended to a new golfer about 2 years ago, and he's played them about 6 times, and he does not like them. I guess he's been shooting over 110 to 120. Um, and he's even said that I wouldn't break 100 with them. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to play them. I'm going to play 9 holes for you, and hopefully I can break 50. I should be able to do that quite easily, but it is golf. You never know. And along the way, I'll be sort of doing a little review of these clubs. I thought they were pretty good when I recommended it to them. I was watching some of the guys at the time that were doing the reviews, and they looked good. So let's go. We're going to be playing. It's a Schaumburg course. We're going to be playing it from the blue tees, sort of an easier, more forward tee that a newer golfer would play. First time we're going to be hitting this driver. I did hit it in the warm-up a few times. A bit of a weak drive, but all right, so far I won't comment. It was the first hit in the air. This is what the driver does look like. Of course, it's a value club. We have 111 to the pin. So as I said, this is a half set, and it is labeled like that. It is the one from 2 years ago. It's not the current one. 8-9 graphite shafts. All right, that was on me. That's a mishit. I will let the video run completely so that you guys can see all the shots. I don't want you to just see me showing good shots and editing out anything like that one we just saw. Going to a sand wedge. Of course, it's a little bit more. It's not labeled with 2 clubs like the other one, and it is it's a pretty fairly generous sized club. I'm using it for the chipping. That's a little heavy. I have it set at 6-foot gimmies, and it did not give me. I just went just outside of that 6-foot range. The putter is this shape. One thing about these types of putters, these are usually the problem, but I don't think we'll be able to tell in here. This putter is the exact same shape as the Pink Sigma 2 that I played. It's very similar in shape. We got a par putt on the first hole. All right, we got a par on that hole, but I don't think it was a very good demonstration of the clubs. Hopefully I get a little better hit this time. back to the driver. This club is not titanium. I think it's more of an aluminum type club. Oh, get out of there. All right. So far, I haven't had a good swing yet, but it hasn't really hurt me. And as I said, I'm playing tees that a new golfer probably should be playing. The heads on these things actually remind me a bit of the old pings. They got a very wide sole. And they're fairly long, a lot of offset, which I don't think would hurt a new player. Nice high flight. And that was me not knowing the distances very well yet. Hopefully it'll get better as we go. I'll be giving this sandwich a good chipping exercise. I gave myself another putt there. Not taking advantage of the gimmies today. About 7 feet is makeable. We got a little bit of a downhill. It looks like it's breaking a little bit to the left. Okay, we got lucky and got that one. When I recommended this set of clubs to them, they were actually on special. They were very cheap, and that's part of the reason why I recommended it to them. I see right now, this week even, I went to the Decathlon website, and they were listed at $195 Canadian, which, that's the price of a wedge. So that is a newer version than this one. That version only has 6 clubs. It has only the 3 irons, and they're marked as 5, 7, and 7, 9, and sandwich. They look very similar. That's the newer version, but they do look very much the same kind of club. I mean, and that price, if you think about it, that's the price of a wedge for a full set of clubs. It's very easy to hit, I will say that. All right, we got a first birdie shot here. I think my friend, he just hasn't played a lot of golf, and his swing is just not there. And golf is hard when you're starting out too. All right, we got another par. Good start though. 3 pars. I mean, you can't be unhappy about 3 pars with a 7-piece set of clubs. I would say they're actually easier to hit than the clubs that I play. Let's see if I can get a good drive out here for you guys. I think this driver, the new drivers in the new sets are 14 degrees. I think this one is actually 12. I think. I might be wrong on that. Somebody probably could tell me who has a set of these. I got the trap again. Yeah, it's not having any luck with those traps so far. It isn't the club though. That was it wasn't a bad struck ball, but it was just I gotta pushing them slightly left. It is a bit lighter than what I'm used to playing, I will say that. But for a new golfer, I think that's a good thing. Play a pitching wedge. Pitching wedge, same as the rest. They are a wider club, wider soled club. No, that's a miss by me. That's a push. It's okay. That's a miss. That's a good miss though. This is the time of year that, of course, I'm not playing a lot of golf. It's winter time here, and I get out once a week if I'm lucky. Let's see if we can get this close or get it in. I didn't get the spin to stop there. Feet. This is going to be a tester here. So far, I really like these clubs. I mean, I can't. The value on them is what I think that should appeal to a new golfer, especially, or even an older golfer that swings a little bit slower than. I knew that was going to be quick because it's going downhill 10 inches. It's inside my 6 feet though, so it is a bogey. It's not too bad though. 4 holes, 1 over. We'll get it back. All right, 291. Let's see if we can play that miss we've been having, and see if we can't get it a little bit more. Play it a little more right this time towards that trap. I think on the right side there. I pushed it again. That's all me, and that was a bad hit there. Again, I'm acting like the kind of golfer that these are built for. But I guess it's good to give yourself a variety of shots to hit into a green here. 36. So I'm gonna play this like as if it's just an easy little 7-iron. This would probably be an 8-iron with my set. because I've been practically living in the bunkers. All right, another chip again. All right. Yeah, as I said, I think these clubs would they would be best for a new golfer or an older golfer or lady. I think slower swing speed is good because of the shafts. The shafts are fairly soft. The newer ones I heard have UST shafts, which good brand name. A little heavy. One thing I'm not used to doing is playing without my lob wedge. So if I was playing with this set, I would probably add some kind of cheap lob wedge to it, 58 or 60 degrees. 28 feet, a little downhill. Now we got it inside our gimme zone anyways there, so we don't have that stress of making a 3-footer. All right, couple bogeys. We got to get back on off this bogey train here. You see some water or something out there. I think that water is quite a ways out. If I keep it to the left this time, we should have no problem with that. I hit this one kind of easy. I don't want to go a long way with it. Yeah, I pushed it. That's me just holding back on the shot and then trying to keep it left because of that water out there. 143 to the pin. It's okay. It's a doable shot here, so. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. That's what I wanted you guys to see, that shot. That was pure luck at the bridge. And that's why I'm running I'm going to continuously run the video. Let's see if I can save this somehow. 4 yards. Any of these bad shots I had, they're not the clubs. That's all me. I'll fly this up to the left and see if I can stop it. Oh, that time not enough. I was a little surprised. All right. So we got lucky and salvaged a par there. We hit a bad tee shot, crossed the bridge. Let's hit a chip and then chipped in. That's all over the place, isn't it? All right. All right, I'm gonna take a little more club on this one. I do feel off a bit today with my clubs, I will say that. Swing is not real great right now. This Yeah, I can't get those distances down, but that's something that um, that would come with using them. The shafts on these, of course, they're graphite, so they are much lighter than what I'm used to. I can't, like I said, to shoot 50 with these would be, I'm not hitting well, and they're getting okay results, I would say. That's okay. All right. All right, so got a couple holes left. Let's get we need a birdie in one of these. So we got one hole. I'm just gonna kind of let it rip and just see what happens here. Well, it seems like I'm in the old sand trap again. No, yeah. Definitely not getting the distance I get with mine, but the club is lofted more, and it is very different than the weight is probably different on it. I don't like to make excuses, but it's a little heavy. I got some backspin there. That was good. That was well struck, anyways. All right, so we have just a little downhill on the grade, not much, 16 feet, and it's not really breaking anywhere either. All right, well, tap in par, take them. All right, we got a par 5 to finish. Let's See if we can't get our best drive of the day on the final hole. Get over these trees. Well, I haven't been good with this driver today. We do get to use the hybrid finally, though. Let's see what this one's like. Hybrid looks like just a regular hybrid. I think this is a good thing for newer golfers too. Fairway woods are really hard to hit. This will be a little bit easier. Sounds quite a loud ping there, eh? That's okay though. Got me back into play. So that's what it's supposed to be, is like a little rescue club. 70 yards in. I am for sure thinking my friend was wrong about these. I think they were not the cause of his 120 outings. That's a little too much this time. Oh, lots of backspin though. Way heavy though. There's a little too much club there. Let's see if we can't get this down in two, and I think we stay in the 30s if we get it down in two. The putter, I really like it. All right, I do think they're a pretty good set of clubs, I think, and you could see from that. See if I can get the score in here. See where we're at here. We did shoot a 38. I can't really say there's anything wrong with that with a set of clubs. It's only 7-piece set of clubs. I don't think you can go wrong with buying those.
For those of you that made it this far, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content you've seen here. Maybe subscribe, and I will see you again soon.